Are you a humble person or a greedy person? Do you ask yourself, do I need more? And what is that gonna satisfy for my needs? Or are you a humble person that needs just the basic, just enough? And you don't need to compare yourself with others, what others might think. And you don't need to be arrogant and compare yourself. So if somebody else has more than you, do you feel you are less of a person? Do you feel inferior and you have to have something just because it's advertised, just because somebody's selling it and you have to have it and you have the fear of missing out? You don't need to be that kind of a person because simplicity is the beauty. It's the beauty, it's the inner beauty of somebody who likes simple things of life rather than have everything everybody else is doing and following the crowd and the herd. You don't need to be like everybody else just because somebody else is doing something and they're overspending and they're um, you know spending too much money buying expensive stuff. You don't have to do the same exact thing. If you think back in the day about 20 or 30 years ago, we didn't have all these items. So imagine yourself, you were born back about 60, 70 years ago, and then you would have no choice, right? You wouldn't have all these things, all these items, everything that's, I call it superficial and artificial things that you really don't need it, but makes you look like you're a luxurious, expensive person, which in the average person, we shouldn't even qualify to buy expensive stuff. But they make you qualify and put it on your credit card and take a loan and struggle just to keep up with payments and sacrifice other things that are more important, such as your health, such as food. You know, if you eat healthy food, is more important than buying something that like a brand name that's gonna make you look fancy and compared to others like a snob. But I say those things that they advertise that are really expensive and you have to put it on your credit card just to have it. These are for people who, like royalty, like the queen or the prince of England, or in that category, those people who have royalty money from before and from family. Here's what you call that. So, but for us who work for a living, or um, you have money from side hustles and freelancing and things like that. So you might have good seasonal work or seasonal um, funds coming and things like that. But it's not going to be like those people who are really rich, they can afford all those things and they don't have to struggle after that, or they go in debts and they don't know how they're going to pay for all that. So you really need to change your mindset, like your whole thinking. You really need to go and think how to be humble instead of greedy. For greedy is like somebody who has everything, but you don't realize it because somebody else has more. Then you think, oh, I should have more. So then you try to do everything you can to keep up with the others. So in order for you to change that mindset, you should go and watch some documentaries, some old movies that you can watch now on those channels, and see how they used to live. I know it sounds boring. You'd be like, that's outdated. How did they live like that? It's too small. We used to live back in the day in a two-bedroom apartment or three-bedroom apartment with one bathroom shared with five people or four of us. So it used to be like that, and it used to be, um, everybody's doing some chores, and it was quicker and easier to maintain and to clean. But nowadays, you have to have this luxurious apartment, which costs a lot more. You have to have two full baths, two large bedrooms with walk-in closet and large closets, because you can't fit all these clothes that you bought. So how you gonna fit anything? We used to have a small closet just for one area for winter clothes and one area for some summer clothes and some shelving. But now it's like from wall to wall you have to have clothing, and that's not even enough. Then you go get some more storage and more storage place. And I got rid of most of my stuff, but I still have stuff I have to get rid of, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna go back living in an apartment. It's like I'm living day to day. So the main thing, I'm doing my best to get rid of as much as I can and try to reprogram my brain, because at one time when I was working full time, I was that person. They wanted to have anything that came new on the market. I had to have it quickly, instantly. But now I take time, and if something is working, like let's say my phone or the TV, and even my TV now, I don't get channels, but I don't go and buy another TV. I don't feel I have the need, because now I'm watching more, those Tubi channel that is free, and YouTube and things like that. I don't have to have things anymore, because not just because I'm over 50. It's just because it's like too much things to consume, and too much effort to move them around. It's like too much effort to, it takes so much space in your mind, like what you have to manage, and you have to clean it, you have to even clothes, even anything. So I wanted to share this with you. Just think about it. Just think about if you are a humble person, or do you fall in the category of the greedy category. And if you want to adjust your thinking, if you want to adjust your mindset, just go back, look at those old movies, old documentaries, and you know how they lived, how simple life was. They didn't have to go in debts and struggle and sacrifice everything else just to be in trend. That's the word I was looking for, to be in trend. Anyhow, well, leave me a comment. If you are over 50, you know probably what I'm talking about. Over 60, they know even more what I'm talking about. So, yeah, leave me a comment. And this is what I have for you today. Please put a like and subscribe to my channel. And I see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.